I'm confused now. So what's going on here? So I think this was me passing for... We had a great run, man. That guy kept screwing around the whole race, so I couldn't get up there and run with the leaders, but... Had our first wreck here. This let us come up and push forward a little bit. So 7 car, he was running with us for a little bit, but he wasn't fast enough to hang out there. That Carolina blue car back there. Whoa. The hell? Just cut my race off. Alright. We'll just start over. Alright guys, so now we're going to be able to see from the beginning what happened. So you see that Carolina blue car started, looks like maybe 7th. We got a great run the whole race, and we really tore up that inside line. And y'all heard me, I commended the Carolina Blue Bush car. I commended him on his racing. I mean, because he raced really aggressive and it worked out for him. Not how I would have ran it. You see, that was the first wreck right there. So that moves us up into 3rd right there. So we're racing for 2nd here, trying to chase down what looks like the number 3 car. See, he doesn't run a lot. I run it super tight. I'm all over the yellow line. A lot of guys run it mid corner, but I think that's why I'm a little bit quicker. We're just a little bit tighter throughout the corners. And again, the Bush Ice guy isn't a bad driver. You know, like it's just like. He was literally trying to wreck me on these last few laps here, and you can see it. You can kind of see our gap here. We had to run for a little bit to chase this guy down. I have a ton of experience with this series, so I know how to manage the car throughout the race. I'm starting to reel him in a little bit here. But we've got the 12 on our back door, which you guys would have heard me talk about throughout the race. 12 was knocking the whole time, and we had a great battle. So as soon as I saw him getting close, I knew I had to start picking up pace. So I'm pushing really, really hard these next few laps here. We're on lap 5, so let's skip ahead to lap 8, because it's basically that same thing for a little bit. 12 starts pushing us here. This is where we've really got to start picking up the pace. So, we kept denying him that full inside. We knew that's what he wanted. I know he's going to get a dive bomb pass here in a second. That actually was really nice. Y'all can see we're closing that gap in on the 2nd place car. Charles still all over us though. And you know, at first I felt like, okay, he's a pretty clean racer, you know, but that ended up not being the case at all. I felt like me and 12 could have maybe drafted and kind of gotten up there on the leader if we could have gotten around 3 together. So 3 kind of started dealing with this lap car here, the orange car, and that gave me a great opportunity. As you see, he lost a ton of speed having to avoid him there, but so did I. So 12 slides up, we go 3 wide here. 12's all over me. And I didn't see that there, but you're starting to see the signs of his aggressive racing and kind of a pattern of sorts. I slid up a little bit there. He keeps having great runs, and he's all over my back door. And I think we ran probably 5 laps side by side. It was truly like incredible racing. He's all over me through here. Look at him. He's got a great run on the outside, and right now it's second. The third place car's in second right there, and we're having a really strong run. Tore it up on the inside, and we're on the verge of going into second here. I believe we get around the second place car because we hang him out to dry here. He's stuck way wide, so he loses a ton of speed. I slide into second, but the 12 had a great run off a side draft off of both of us, so he comes back inside and steals it back. Kind of a dive bomb there, just as I've been saying. And you see, I ran over him there because I was going so much faster than him coming out. I mean, he literally dive bombed the hell out of us right there. So there's no debate about that. Let's see, we're on lap 14, so I think we've got 5 laps to go or so here. I'm gonna come by. So I'm a little annoyed at this point that he dive bombed me, but it's hard racing, so I'm with it. So I'm digging really hard, and we left the guy in second place in the dust, so it's just me and him and the leader way up there. And I really wish we could have gotten up to the leader, but when you have to fight one guy out of this 12 car for so long, you're not. That's just not going to happen. So you see, I'm pushing him really hard for that inside position there. Let you guys see a chase cam. We're digging really, really hard. I mean, we're in the groove spots. And it's just little by little, we're trimming it, and we're getting closer to him. Right there, we could have maybe had it, but you can hear it. We let out the throttle a little much there. Got a solid run in every single one of these corners, but he fought me really, really hard. I think it's helmet school. I don't know what it is in the car, but the car is cool as well. I mean, but we dive here, trying to get something. He held us off. We have a great run on the outside, but he shuts us off again. So we'll have to come back and try inside again. He's blocking already, which is fair. We're late in the race. I don't mind blocking to an extent. We're all over him, though, because we are faster than this guy, 100%. Again, we're just hanging out all over him. He, I think, got loose there, so I said, all right, you're going to push me down. I'll go down, and we'll run down there. You're seeing it's just a slow progression. We're slowly getting there, waiting on his mistake. He slides up there. That gives me a ton of room to work with. But he gets these great runs coming out of the corner. See, my strength here is the entry, while his was the exit, but entry paid off in the end. You see, we about had it there, but he's a solid driver, so he pushed out a little bit, got some space back for himself. We were in second there briefly. I believe we hear him the next lap or two. I believe it's a 30-lap race, so the next lap or two, we ran side by side for about 5 laps. It was pretty wild, so I'm going to flip back to the TV cam for 1 second. Look at that, man. That's just hard racing. All over him. And I'm not letting him get to his sweet spots where he wants to go, you know, so. Look at that. And that's what you want right there. Side by side on lap 21. Man, it's a hard race. And look at this, side by side again in another corner. I don't know how he got these great of runs on the outside, but when your tires are this bad, nobody's car is all that quick. So we're both hanging out here, man. He's pushing back in front of me a little bit here. We get really close. I get a great run out of that corner. I've got a little bit of edge coming in here, trying to seal him off. Still side by side, another corner. 7 to go. And we've got the 4th place car back there lurking as well. Still side by side. Get a little in-car look. He's still hanging with us, but we seal him off this corner, I believe. And look at, well, no, he got a great, that's what I said. He gets a great run on those corners. He tried to dive bomb us again. That's what he loves to do. When he couldn't dive bomb, he slid right up the track. And that's the difference. That's the difference between a consistent race and just dive bombing. You know, you got to come out and run consistent laps. That's the difference. So we put a little bit of space between me and him. We got 4 to go right here. Flip the TV3. Still some space, but he's not giving up. He's coming back for us. So... And you guys see, my quickest laps are when I am straddling that yellow line on the bottom. We put out really good laps, even late race when our tires are donezo. It's been a really good run. Here comes 12, sliding up, 3 to go here. He had a great, fantastic run in that corner. And he is back on us right there with 2 to go, man. And this is where it starts really heating up. He's still really confident with that outside line, and he should be. He had great laps with it earlier. He's all over me on the inside here. I knew I could not let him go inside, so I'm coming down with him. He is all over me. You can see him clearly hitting my rear there in the corner. I wasn't going to let him go, though. I mean, it's fighting for second place with 1 lap to go. So, come back to this corner here. He's doing everything he can. He tries to hit me again to get me out of the way, but it just does not work. And we pull out the second place finish, I think. Or is this one more lap? No, we got one more lap here, I believe. Yep, this is the last lap here. And I pulled away from him a good bit there because he melted his tires on that previous lap, and the leader was screwing around there because with that lap car, and we pulled away and got the win. And watch this right here, guys. This should be illegal. I compliment this guy on the radio, tell him a good race, and he comes down and does this. Watch this. For why, bro? Like, just messed up my safety rating from this great race I had for no reason. So, anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there. Screw that guy. I don't know what his problem was. Appreciate y'all tuning in though, and peace.